All right, we're in. Let me get my shirt on. Oh, we should wear the flannel together.
Hell yeah!
You wanna?
Then we can both be lesbians.
Actually, you know what? Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go lesbian flannel. I like it.
Nice. Let me see.
All right.
So we got one person here right now.
I see that's Nista.
Where are they from? I'm pulling up all the registration things.
She's new from what's it called? From Ears.
Oh, cool.
Okay, let me put some music on and then I'll come back. It's already count. SoundCloud Ears.
Oh, she's the first one I registered. Never mind. She's from university.
No. She just joined. She joined earlier this month.
Cool. My professor is going to come to my session on Sunday.
Yeah.
Or the presentation. He's cool as
fuck. Wait, what happened? Did they re-upload the Songwriting Camp song? What happened to Beyond?
I don't know.
Oh, they renamed it. Why does everybody keep asking where everything is? I thought it was so clear. Oh, it's fine.
I can put. No, I can't. Wait, maybe I can.
We can put the link in there, I think, now.
Yeah, I can do that. Copy invite link.
I'm very hesitant of just posting the link in there because it attaches the password to it. Technically, everyone has like a different password, and everyone has like their own unique link. So I'm trying to make sure the registration stuff. There we go. You know what I'm saying?
So don't put the invite link in there?
Yeah, I don't want to put the link, put the registration link, or put the thing where it's like they should already have something in there. How loud is that? Is that too loud or no?
No, that's good.
Okay. All right, you want to go ahead and start bringing people in?
Okay. You don't want to have fun with it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Save that for later. We tease them.
What?
Alternate.
Okay.
You good, Paul?
Yeah, let me go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Alternate.
Here we go,
What's up, Santi?
Here we go. Thank you. We'll take a walk after.
What is up?
Yo.
Hello.
Hello. How is everybody? We're just waiting on Ethan is using the restroom. I can hear the music.
I'll be better once I've seen how many people come to the songwriting camp and see all the fruits of our labor. I'm so stressed.
We have upwards of 50 people that have registered, so it's really awesome for both US and Mexico.
Yo. What's up, peoples?
We've definitely surpassed the Inez mark, so that's good.
What do you mean? How many did it bring?
Yeah, because 17 plus 47, right? So that's like actually into the 60s.
I think so.
Yeah. I have it.
All right. What's it called? They're trying to get in on Ines.
Oh, we got 51 now, actually.
Can we let the people from Ines in?
Yeah.
They're trying to get the link in the
I'll give them the link right now.
in the thing. Are you doing the link from what's it called?
No, I just pasted the link.
Emilio. There you go. If Emilio gets in, then that means we're good. I can probably put it somewhere else. Oh shit. Hey, Kirsten.
Hello. What's up?
Okay, testing 1, 2.
What
There we
see
go.
here?
Can I admit everyone into the meeting room?
Everyone's being admitted.
Okay, 'cause I'm helping. I didn't know I would be a co-host for this. This is so exciting.
Of course.
The power.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no.
No, it's all good. I can be trusted. You see the cat headphones? That means trust. Anyway.
Let me close this down.
What's up, Saeed?
Someone say something.
Something?
One more time.
Something?
One more time.
Something.
Okay. Sorry, my getting my headphones all set up again. Helps if I turn them on. There we go. All right. Let's see here. All right, where were we at? Waiting for everybody to get in. My God, it's good to see some of you I haven't seen in forever, since the last songwriting camp even. And our normies, of course. Saeed. Man, long time no see, man. Is that the term? Right? Normies, the normal people that come through a thing.
No,
Is that not a thing?
that's not what that word is for.
Oh, I might be missing something then. Oops.
Normies are like basic mainstreams peeps, and they share bad memes. Yep, very good, very good.
For bad memes.
Welcome to everybody coming in. Thanks for
Basically come
dropping
through.
by.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Oh,
Hang on,
Ethan,
guys.
you sent out the MailChimp to everybody?
I did. Did you guys get the MailChimp?
I got it, dude.
Got it.
Yeah. Was it nice? Did it look good?
It looked beautiful,
Why didn't
Ethan.
I get it?
You look beautiful. I'm so glad you guys are here. All right, let's see here. Let me actually share now.
Hello, everyone. I'm just gonna MC while you
Thank you.
start.
Please and thank you, Kristen. we
Everyone,
go.
introduce yourselves in the chat. Drop your name, drop your pronouns. Nice to see some new faces here. Thanks for dropping by and having some fun with us today. Oh my gosh, this is our song. Ah, okay, anyway.
Yeah, we actually got a lot of stuff to cover today. And then are we recording here? Yeah, good, we're recording. Excellent. I'm excited. First day, first time starting the songwriting camp. Woo! You guys excited? I'm excited.
Where's everybody from? Everybody that's here.
Yes, I agree. Those are my favorite too. Black and gold. Those things look super sexy. I used to always, every time I had my phone, I would always cut it out and to do a gold back with the black front. Always the best. All right, waiting just a second here. Tenemos todos los amigos de México.
Sí.
Es todo, pero ¿tiene más? Do we have more? ¿Qué es México? ¿Dónde es México? I only know of the Mexico place. All right, let me close this. Okay, wait for maybe 3 more seconds. ¿Cómo se dice Mexico in Mexico? Please and thank you.
Dice México.
Okay, let's see here. Where's my... There it is. Okay. We have a lot to go over, so maybe we should just jump into it so that the recording just hits it running, yeah? All right, you guys. Let's go. Yeah. Beautiful song. I love it. I love all of our songwriting camp songs. They are gorgeous, but we got to make our own. So we can't just be living in the past. We got to look to the future, baby. All right, guys. Welcome to the one, the only, the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega, the originators, the something that rhymes with something that ends with aters. Besides the word alligators, this is the first thing that came to my mind, but we are the Ears and EOI Records Songwriting Camp. And for the first time, Terminators and Tater Tots, thank you. For the first time, not only is it not our first virtual songwriting camp, and it's not even our first virtual transnational songwriting camp, but it is our first virtual transnational audio-visual songwriting camp. And for that, we should be super, super duper excited. I know I am. So thank you for joining us. It's going to be a stream and a half for the next couple days. So let's get everybody in here and we can get going on what this is, why we're doing this, and how we can make the most out of it. That is the idea. If I move too fast, just let me know and ask me to repeat. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'm going to go through some technical things. Maybe we can have somebody from one of our Spanish-speaking countries jump in and translate for me. Vamos! All right, you guys, let's go. Let's get into this. Welcome all of our new people. So glad you guys are here to join us. We are, of course, Ears. Majority of us here are Ears, and we also started a new thing called EOI Records, but I'll get to that in a second. First and foremost, what is happening and why are we doing this? Well, first and foremost, we are celebrating it's like 30 years since Que Viva Mexico was released, which is a film from back, it was a long time ago, they found all the footage and sent out an unfinished version, like a 100 years after the guy who originally made it died. And they recently, the professor from UNAM, Rodrigo Segal, has just completed a brand new audio visual recomposition of the film, and so we're celebrating it this year because it's also an anniversary since the film was released, and we're having a big giant whole conference about it, and we are a part of that conference. So that's why this whole conference is about transnational film and audiovisual art, which is why we're doing audiovisual for our songwriting camp. What else is happening here? Well, it's us with the songwriting. That was a lot. In all my practices, it did not start that way. So anyway, we're doing the songwriting camp first and foremost. There's also Que Viva Mexico, the film screening of the piece that was just recently rescored, as well as a telematic immersion performance that's happening on Saturday. And I'll get to each of these days in a little bit. But yeah, super exciting. There's three main things that are happening: a songwriting camp, the screening of the brand new thing, and also a telematic immersion kind of sensation. But we're here talking about the songwriting camp. So let's get into it. For those of you who are asking, but what is a songwriting camp? Well, I'm glad you asked. And the answer is, it's basically this. You get a bunch of people that are creative into a room, and you say, hey, you have a limited amount of time to be able to come up with an idea. And the goal of a songwriting camp is to take it from beginning to basically a demo as fast as possible. And the way to do that is you have to collaborate, and you have to talk to each other, and you have to be open to new ideas, and you have to be really flexible and good with your technology. So that way you can, if you have an idea, you can execute it really quickly and share with the other people that are in there with you. Now, as I'm guessing you're probably realizing right about now, we can't do that because COVID is killing us right now, literally and figuratively. And so we're going to save everybody by not having everybody in person and instead do everything virtual. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. Matter of fact, our friends here from Ines and us at Ears, we had a very, very successful songwriting camp, 100% virtually across the countries. And it was across 2 different time zones. And it was fantastic. And we made some really, really cool stuff. I think, is Rodrigo in the shot as well? Somewhere in there. Mario and Rodrigo and Paulo right here. So it goes all the way up to the top, baby. All the way up to the top. But yeah, it works really well in a virtual setting because all you need to do is separate people into their individual sessions. And actually, it's a little bit better to do it virtually in some cases, because then people don't walk into your room all of a sudden when you don't want them in there. Hey, give and take, right? Adapting to the times. So what's happening in this songwriting camp this weekend? Well, besides today at 5:30, we are doing my presentation about audio production. Tomorrow, we have Jack talking about the entertainment business at 5:30 again PST. On Wednesday, we have James Ramirez, who is a really good friend of mine, a really talented videographer, talking about how to do video production at home, again at 5:30 PST. And then Thursday, 5:30 PST, all the same times, right? We're going to be doing tech prep for the following day on Friday. We're going to be announcing your groups. We're going to be putting you in the Discord. We're going to be sharing you your Google Drive, all the stuff to get you ready to take advantage of the Friday songwriting camp. And then Friday at 2:30, we're all going to group up, because then we begin right at 3 o'clock. If for some reason, this goes for everybody who's here right now and those who aren't here right now, if you're unable to be here at any time of these parts, just talk to your group, let them know your limitations. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just let them know what you can and can't do, and then you'll be able to work in different times if you have work, or if you have shifts, or if you're just busy at a certain time, all right? Just talk to your group and everything will be great. On Saturday, we got 6 different mentors from both audio and visual professionals to be able to come help you with your pieces. It's hard to do this stuff in 3 days. So don't fret about it. We have people here to help you specifically for your piece. Everybody will have a 30-minute session. You'll be able to have a 30-minute session with each of the mentors. Sometimes, if you're really lucky, you might be able to get 2 30-minute sessions at different times with the same mentor. But otherwise, just choose a 30-minute slot for a visual person, choose a 30-minute slot for an audio person, a music person, an engineer person, and just get your stuff ramped up and looked at as quickly as possible, so that way you can work on it Saturday, so we can have it for our Sunday evening presentation. Speaking of Sunday, all day, we hope to have everything in by Saturday night, so that way Sunday, Edge Studios, we got Edge Studios, which is a studio here in Riverside, California. We're just out of LA, to be able to master everyone's stuff. So all of your pieces will be professionally mastered before you marry them to your video, and then you export them so we can present them for the showcase, right? So if we can get everything by hopefully Saturday night, that means Sunday morning we can master them and make it super smooth and sexy, and that way we can have something really nice to show at our presentation on Sunday. All right, in between these times. So as you notice, everything in pink is kind of what we're doing for the songwriting camp, and it's a lot of time. But again, don't fret. If you have a reason that you can't be here for any reason, just let your group know and everything should be Gucci. But in between that, we have 3 different main events that are happening, right? And they're all at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. on Friday, we have the movie premiere of Que Viva Mexico. We're showing it for the first time. And then we have our showcase right afterwards for the day 1 stuff. On Saturday at 6 p.m., we have Telematic Immersion, which is Kasia Karaskova from the University of Sao Paulo. And she's going to be doing this really cool presentation about how she's actually playing with people over the internet from across the different countries. And then at 7:30, right after that, we have our showcase. And then on Sunday at 5 p.m., PST, our time, California time, there's an actual jam session, which all of you are invited to join. You are all invited to jam with us from wherever you are in the world and actually do a live ass jam for like the first time probably since you've been home in the pandemic. So yeah, super exciting. It'll be weird. It'll be odd. There's like little pieces of music that we'll be able to send out that says like, do this at this point and then do this at this point. Super easy. You guys can definitely get into it. And then right after that, EOI Records will then give a little pitch about what we do. And then we're going to show all the songs from the songwriting camp. So that's the thing we're all leading up to right then and there. Okay. And any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat and we'll have one of the EARS or EOI Records members answer them for you. Okay. That's fantastic and all, but who the heck are you? I'm glad you asked. You asked a lot of questions. So let me answer this with another question. Who is this good-looking, really, really ridiculous man? And I said that in that order because I'm more ridiculous than I'm good-looking. But hey, that's one thing at a time. No, my name is Ethan. I am a PhD student here at UC Riverside, which is, again, just outside of Los Angeles. And I'm an inventor, a music engineer, an entrepreneur, and a jester of sorts. I mostly do stuff with my family company called Edge. Edge is just an acronym for my family name. And my family has grown significantly to include lots of different people, including most of the people that you might see on screen right now if you're watching this with all the gallery people. Edge consists of Edge Studios, which is where the mastering engineering comes from. That was my first and foremost thing that I did and I studied, and I've done a lot of that stuff in LA. But we've also have EOI Records, which is a brand new startup that we have with members from the EARS student group that do amazing work for promo and creating the releases that you see from your peers at EARS or other peers that you see that are coming outside of the student artist realm. Now, and then the other thing that we do is actually a new spin-off company called Edge Sound Research, where we're literally researching groundbreaking ways of even interacting with sound. I guess it's very similar to what you guys do at CMS, something like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but I guess like on steroids, on bad drugs that make you do crazy things. We're crazy over at Edge Sound Research, and we love sharing our craziness with other people. So if you're here, that means you're probably going to be good drugs. Sorry, this is UCR event. We do good things and get very excited with sugar. Yes. We like to share the results of our technology with you. We like to use that to be able to make the masters sound better. We like to make it so that it's easier to make music. We like to do stuff for to make your audio experience sound better. If you guys are at home and you say, I can't really hear what's going on, we're making technology that makes that easier for you to listen at home with whatever you have available. The other thing that I'm involved with are 2 things: Acoustic Haven, which ties into the EOI Records thing a little bit. We do live sessions for artists, and they're really complex and really difficult. There's a lot of fun, but we get a lot of people from the EARS student group, which is the student group that's hosting this event that I founded 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. I'm old, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm actually one of the co-founders of Acoustic Haven. I'm the audio lead for that stuff. Have you seen some stuff from Acoustic Haven? Yeah, it's a good time. Hang around. You'll probably get to do the next one. Yeah, like I said before, I made a whole bunch of stuff or I kind of got my start in DJing, and then I started producing. But originally I was actually a percussionist. So I actually do a lot of, I had a long hair a while ago. Get over it, guys. But I'm actually an OG percussionist. I play drum set. I do a lot of rhythmic stuff and percussive stuff. So that's why also my mixes and masters when I engineer is very clean and articulate. So it's always very, very clean because I enjoy cleanliness, probably because I'm a percussionist. Also, I'm very hard of hearing, but that's a whole story for another time. But basically, if you want access to me or some other people, I'm not gonna show my polygon. Just join the Ears Discord. It's going to be great for you. There's a great community on there. We're growing this insane amount. If you're in Mexico, there's a Ears Mexico Discord specifically for Spanish speaking friends of ours, and they're connected. They're connected through our announcements and our events tabs. So anything that's posted on the Ears tab that's important, you will also get in the Ears Mexico one. So whatever fits your demeanor. So, all right. Now we've got all that stuff over with. We will repeat this on every info session this week just to make sure people are up to date, except the part about me. We don't want to talk about that. As you're asking, how do I get a good recording at home? Because we're all home right now, and it's going to be kind of difficult if I don't have a really nice microphone. I see, Braulio, you have a really nice mic over there. I saw that. And I know half of our ears people have really nice microphones. Actually, more of us have nice microphones. And Saul, I see you have your SM58 right there already. That's good. But some of us may not have that microphone, or we want a different option. Because, for example, sometimes dynamic microphones just don't have the element of a high end that a condenser microphone, just by the sheer nature of them, have. Thank you, Jack. Jack in the chat just posted the US Discord link and the Mexico Discord link. You're invited to join both. But just we keep stuff in English on the US Discord because there's a lot of activity there and not everybody speaks Spanish. And the Mexico Discord will try to keep more or less in Spanish, but sometimes the Ears people will post in English on there too. But yeah, so let's jump into this. How do we get a good recording at home? And just with these questions today. Well, I've already answered this. At the very beginning of the pandemic, the Edge Studios team and I created a reference on how to get a good recording at home. And you can find it on my website, edgeoriginal.com/resources. And you'll find that plus some other stuff about how to access higher quality Zoom even as well. But essentially, you can use two things that I denote in there. One is an app that's for both iOS and Android called Alphonic, and it's a free app, and you can record in high quality, uncompressed audio on there, no problem. The other thing you can do is if you know how to use your voice memos and go into your settings in your iPhone and possibly on Android as well. I think I've seen it in a couple, but you can go through and actually change the format of how you record into your voice memos on your iPhone and change it to it's an uncompressed lossless recording instead of the compressed lossy recording, which saves a lot of space, and I'd highly recommend changing it back afterwards because you're going to blow through your space if you keep it on uncompressed lossless. And the other cool thing that I denote in this panel PDF thing that I do is is how to connect your phone to your computer. And I've only done this, again, I have a Mac and I have an iPhone, so I've only really done it with those two, but you can actually use your phone as an audio interface and use and record the sound from any software program, including voice memos or Alphonic, where it'll monitor straight out of it. So you can have a live feedback of what's happening from your phone directly to your computer, nothing. Right? Nothing in between it. The other way you can do it is by recording into your phone and then sharing it through AirDrop or email or whatever, or your Google Drive in order to get the uncompressed file from your phone to your computer. It's a good option. If you have no other option, it's a great option. Believe it or not, your smartphone has a great condenser microphone built into it. And if you don't know what a condenser microphone is, it's something that's more akin to something like this, which has a really, really small, delicate diaphragm in there that needs power to operate, and it gives it such a nice quality of sound, something that just can't get with the dynamic sound. It may be preferable for somebody who wants to do maybe a whispery style kind of thing for your song. But anyway, go check it out. It's a good read over there on my website, edgeoriginal.com/resources. You can get that. Yeah, there you go, Saul. You got Alphonic already. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, but it doesn't matter what kind of microphone I have. What if my family and roommates are too loud? One, move. Just kidding. No. But realistically, though, it's a first world problem, and it's an easily thing to address, right? Towels and blankets is the answer, right? Put yourself, look at that. Look at this face. Lost in the music. Lost in the pursuit of perfection. But for real, though, I literally just set up some towels and blankets, and it went just fantastic. The other thing that would be even better is if you went into your closet with all of your clothes, because all of your clothes are acting both as a diffuser and an absorber. So you can go into your closet, record your thing real quick, shoot it to everybody else. It'll sound like you recorded it in the cleanest studio ever. I promise you. Yeah, definitely highly recommend a closet. But if you can't, a stack of towels, a stack of pillows, or a stack of sweatshirts, or a stack of anything else that's soft and absorbent will be able to give you a studio recording, or at least a studio sound on the super cheap. And then once you get that, right, there's still certain things that you have to correct for it. So here is my go-to basic building blocks. Kirsten even puts a blanket over her head, which is even better too, because that way you don't get any reflections from the outside. That's even better. Thank you, Kirsten. But even then, if you do have the high quality recording, you still need to process it so it sounds upfront and commercial. This is if you guys are doing a commercial song. By no means is this you have to make a commercial song for this camp, but it's kind of the things that kind of do well, especially when we're all virtual and we don't have really high quality way to be able to present nuanced things. So having things that are really upfront and clear seem to be the way that most success is had with these camps. And this is the answer. Jonathan asks, what about recording in a car? Would that allow for any improvements? Yes, if you have a nice car that has really good insulation, yeah, it can sound really good. However, be careful because your window is a hard material and your window will actually reflect the sound waves right back into your microphone. So you'll actually have a little bit of an echo if you do it in your car. However, you can put a bunch of clothes into the window of your car and you should be fine. But yeah, try some crazy stuff and let us know what works. If you find something that works, then share it with the rest, share it with the class. All right, so back going to my super secret, or not so secret anymore, vocal chain. I do have an in-depth vocal production info session where I go all about how to process different types of vocals, male vocals, female vocals, whisper vocals, vocal stacks, how to mix vocals, how to do the lead vocals versus double vocals versus the harmony vocals in the side, and how to mix it all. That's super in-depth, and that's going to be in the ears Discord. So it's another reason for you to join the ears Discord, but there are unlisted YouTube links that we can point you towards. We asked, what about acoustic instruments and not vocals? That's a great question. And the answer is most of it, whatever works for vocals will likely work for an acoustic instrument. If you're talking about drums, perhaps we should reconsider what we're going to be able to do in just 72 hours. However, that being said, man, make a tent over your drum set and go to town. That'd be super cool. But yeah, most of the stuff that happens for vocals definitely work for instruments. But since we have access to VSTs and software instruments and other ways to be able to get instruments in there, or somebody has it already ready to be DI'd or plugged in, it's a little bit easier to get a cleaner sound out of an instrument than it is for a vocal. So that's why we're going to focus on vocals right now. But if you're interested on how to get a really clean sound of your instrument before this weekend, I'd be happy to talk with you on the Discord, either in the US Discord or the Mexico Discord. Just pop in there and ask a question and I'll happily go down with you. But yeah, so check this out. This is kind of the secret sauce here. Noise gate, pitch correction, a filter, which means mostly just taking stuff out, compression, and then EQ. That's the recipe. It varies a little bit per person, per recording, and per style that you're doing. But essentially, this is what always happens for stuff, right? The noise gate is in case there's a little stuff in the background. If you're really clear with your signal up front and you're getting a good recording in your microphone, but then somebody lays down a cup back here, by the time you do your compression and your EQ, that little set down of a cup in the background might be as loud as your actual vocal. So that's why it's important to gate everything out of there, clean it up as much as you can first. Pitch correction, again, if we're doing really tonal, what's it called? Tonal pop upfront kind of commercial stuff, you're gonna want maybe some pitch correction. And again, there's some very specific what's it called, parameters to be set between. And again, that's all in the in-depth vocal production info session, but around 20 milliseconds for the retune speed is how you get that kind of poppy vocal pitch correction sound, but it doesn't sound too T-painy, but it doesn't sound like it's waiting to get there and correct it. Filter, subtractive EQ, it can be as simple as cutting out all the lows, so you're not having this like stuff that's going through the microphone, all that wind and stuff that naturally gets out of the microphone, which I guess it would make sense if I just did with the original sound here. It'll cut all that stuff out. Let me turn off original sound. Yeah. Filtering will cut all that stuff out. And that way it just leaves a nice clean sound that's intelligible to humans. And then of course you compress it all. So that way it's nice and poppy and up front. And then you can EQ it. If something's too loud, you can kind of carve out the EQ and stuff. Again, more on the in-depth vocal production info session. ASMR. Thanks, Saeed. But how are we supposed to collaborate? That's a great question. How does anybody collaborate? What is the nature of collaboration? Who are we? Who are we as a species? Who are you as a species? Are we the same species? The answer to all of this is Google Drive. It answers those questions for seriously. No, the way we usually do stuff is through Google Drive, Zoom, and something you probably haven't heard of called Sonobus. Now, while these are not the only ways that you can collaborate, it definitely is a great way to start. And all of this is free-ish. The Zoom we can include as free-ish because you will be using my Zoom account, and we'll be breaking everybody into breakout sessions, which means you have all the full-fledged features of Zoom, but you don't have any limitations, you don't have any file size restrictions, and you can unlimited chat, etc., whatever. But hey, Cam, it's all good. It is all going to be recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So yeah, go ahead and dip if you need to. We got you. But you won't be able to ask questions, but just I know where you live online in a place. That was really creepy. Okay, just leave. But you can use my Zoom and everything's great. So yeah, even when we do work sessions, somebody from EARS will be able to host it. And the school has given us Zoom accounts, Zoom Pro accounts. So you can use Zoom for 4 hours straight and have a great session with it. Google Drive, we also have unlimited Google Drive because of the Google Workspace, both from the school and also from the Edge company. The Edge company does pay for Google Drive, so we have unlimited storage. So your group will receive your own Google Drive file, a folder, and you guys can use that and upload your project files, your session files, your stems, uncompressed, whatever really that you want to upload. Maybe you want to upload like 5 or 6 different sessions. You want to upload 10 different mastering sessions and 5 different sets of stems and redo your stems 25 times over the course of 2 days. Be my guest. Do whatever you want. We got unlimited storage. So unlimited storage, unlimited Zoom time. And then this last thing, Sonobus. Our EARS people probably know about Sonobus, but anybody who hasn't heard of Sonobus just yet? Yeah, okay. Check this out. Check this out. Does somebody from EARS want to join me for a live demo? Because it looks like we might have some time here. Yeah, yeah. Or yeah, someone from EARS or even someone from Mexico. Check this out. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll volunteer.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hannah.
Okay. I've never used Sonobus before though.
So there's 2 ways to get it. One way is easy for your computer, and the second way is a little bit more difficult on your phone. But at the same time, it's really easy to use on the phone. And the other thing is that it's not just available in the App Store. So first and foremost, let's go to here. We'll do it together. Essentially, also just as a by the way, what Sonobus is it's a uncompressed audio freeway that goes directly between our computers with no intermediary and also no limitation. So right now, Zoom is taking our audio and it's packaging it really nicely. And here, actually, let me do a little visual demonstration with my hands. Can everybody see me? So Zoom is taking our audio, it's sending it to a server, and then the server's packaging it and re-encoding it and sending it to you. And that's how you're receiving my audio. So there's always an intermediary between. And between me to you, it takes my raw sound, compresses it and processes it, makes it super small. So it's easy to go between their server, which is handling a million different other people at the same time before it gets sent to you, wherever you're at, right? And sometimes it may go between one server to another server to another server before it gets to you. And that you can see it can be really inefficient if you're trying to send some sort of like high quality real-time audio. So what Sonobus and things like it, if you've ever heard of Jack Trip or Quack Trip or even Audio Movers, I think is one type of thing, or other things that do real-time audio communication. They use the same kind of deal, which is they do a direct to computer sort of interaction here. And so that's exactly what Sonobus is. But from all of the experience that we've done with all of the different what's called telematic options out there, this is one that I think is the easiest to use and the easiest to pick up. So if you just go to sonobus.net, you'll be able to see all about it. And actually it'll look more like this if I turn off my thing. Yep, just like that. And you'll be able to see how if you scroll down on iOS, there's a public beta, and that's how you get it on your phone. So you have to click that, and I think it turns into a thing where you can sign in with your Apple ID, and then your Apple ID, then you download the Test Flight app on your phone, and then in the Test Flight app, that's when you then take the link that they send you in your email and you pop it into the Test Flight app, and then it gives you access to install an app that otherwise is not on the Apple App Store or on the Android App Store either. So that's a way. It's a little bit harder, but it's fun to play around with on your phone. You can call your friends and it'll go completely from point to point. It won't go through Apple servers. It won't go through your cell phone carriers or anything like that. It's completely encrypted end to end. Or actually, it's not encrypted. It's so fast because it's unencrypted from end to end. But yeah, don't say anything. Don't be giving out your social security while you're talking on the phone anyway, which I hope you don't. Cool. All right. So once it's downloaded, here, let me actually share my whole screen here. Here, it can be the background. It's fine. But we will open this thing called Sonobus. And it looks like I can't get to it because Zoom is open. So I'm just going to open it this way. Sonobus. And it's a, so it's, oh, hello. It's both a desktop application. Could you hear that? Hear me twice? Yeah, it's both a desktop application and it's also a plugin into, so you can use it in your software, in your program. If you use Logic, Pro Tools, Ableton, FL Studio, whatever you use, you can actually use this inside your DAW. So you can actually be inside your own softwares while you're making stuff and say, hey, let me hear what you got, and then instantly send it to everybody in uncompressed. You don't have to export it and send it, or be like, oh, let me share the Zoom audio and then send it. That can be a little time consuming or also inefficient. Cool. I'm going to do the new version, which is always great. And there it is. And actually here, this is exactly what it looks like to install it. So here, I'll help you guys. I'll do it with you. I'm going to double click the Sonobus installer. Of course, after I read the README and say, oh, okay, for sure. Also, the README is really good because it gives you little tips on how to do stuff, right? So there it is. Cool. So now on my desktop, I have a little drivey thingy called Sonobus, and it's going to ask me, I think under here. There it is. My installer, and my installer is going to do, it's just a basic installer for Mac. For PC, I believe it's very simple as well. This is the standalone application, and then there's the audio unit for Logic Pro and Mac, also for a GarageBand, VST3 and 2 for all the other plugins, and AAX for Pro Tools. So go ahead and pop that in, do the generic. And it'll ask for my password, but I can use my finger. Haha. And it's going to write it in. And it's very small, very lightweight, and we're done. Cool. All right. So now that's in here, I'm going to close this just to make sure that I'm using the correct version of it, and relaunch my Sonobus. And it should pop up right here. And there we go. All right. So now to create a room, just like in Zoom, you need a link, right? And the link is essentially just a way to tell the software what the address and what the password is. That's all the link is. So here you can do the same thing. So I'm going to go to connect, and I'm going to actually make my own private group. I'm going to call this one, let's do this here, EOI Songwriting Camps, just like that. And I will call myself Ethan Castro. So if you want to connect to me, your code is basically this. So as long as you type in EOI SW Camps into your Sonobus and you put your name in here, sorry, this would be Kirsten, this would be Ethan, this would be Saeed, this would be Brandon, this would be Braulio, this would be Saul, this would be Chloe, this would be Hannah, it'd be everyone who's here. And then you do connect to group. We should be able to see each other pop up right in here. So go ahead and type it in, and then let's see if we can get somebody in here. Also, don't forget to mute in here. It'll be kind of a lot. Yeah, there we go. Bro, I see you. There we go. So now we're sending audio back and forth to each other. Of course, I mean, we're both muted right now, but if we unmute, then for example, you will then hear me. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. There's a delay because of Zoom. Yes, I've learned from doing a lot of this stuff that we cannot share and do that at the same time because there's a delay in Zoom. But if you practice this afterwards, then you'll be able to talk to each other through this. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. I can unmute from your side as well. Let's see here. Let me get some Brando. Where you at? You mean?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh!
There we go. Can you guys hear him?
Yes, I hear myself.
There we go. So he's talking directly through this. Straight. Oh man, I hear you too. Sorry. Here, I can take off all of my effects. I have a big compressor, I have EQ, and I have a noise gate. There we go.
Yeah?
Yeah. There we go. So you still hear the audio going through Zoom, right? Everyone still hears me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah,
all going 100% through the Sonobus. That's exactly how it sounds. Super clean. Super clean. There we go. So now we're all here in essentially one big songwriting camp group. And I can talk at the same time that Brandon can talk. Brandon can talk at the same time that Brau and Saeed and Chloe can all talk at the same time. And we can share musical ideas. We can harmonize. We can do so many cool things that we couldn't do if we're trying to do one thing at a time through Zoom. It's crazy, right? Yeah, you can mute me in there. Sorry. So yeah, you're hearing both me through Sonobus directly to your headphones, as well as me through Zoom to your headphones because I'm sharing audio for everybody who's not yet on Sonobus. Nishsa, were you able to get in?
Not yet. I'm still waiting for it to download.
Okay, for sure. And Hannah, you're having some issues trying to only connect the... Yeah, this is not easy by any chance. And there might be some configuring that you might have to do. This is really disorienting, hearing myself say something and then hearing it come back through the Zoom delay. Yeah, I highly recommend not sharing audio through Zoom because it instantly adds about a half-second delay between what you generate in your computer versus what you will hear through it. So nothing will ever line up. Just FYI. But yeah, and then the next phase of this whole telematic thing, is trying to route it into your DAW. See ya, Jonathan? But essentially, what you want to try to do is, let me get this thing over. Boom. Is if you don't have it as something that you can use inside your DAW, which is your digital audio workstation or your software, your program that you're using, then you can use something like Loopback or Cable Mixer, or there's some other gaming audio stuff where you can feed a song or some audio file and mix your microphone into a single input that you can do either to Zoom to everybody or into Sonobus or into your DAW, your software. So for example, this is if I went around the whole system and did not do it inside my program, which I'll show you how that works too. But I can route it into my software. And once Logic boots up, I'll show you exactly how that works. Here we go. New empty project. Boom. 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 That's so, I can't hear myself. It's so funny. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to create, and instead of Blue Icicle, I want, oh, it keeps coming down here. Oh, I hear somebody. What's up? Here, I'll go ahead and just create that. Oh. Terrifying. Okay, so I've created, sorry, Zoom audio just destroys everything. Okay. So
I'm going to create a source to proof. This is really disorienting. Okay, check this out. Instead of all this, it's actually getting really complex. So I'm gonna quit this. And I'm not gonna quit that, but I'm gonna quit this. I'm gonna disconnect from here. Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, everybody here? You are all my peons now. Okay, so in here, I can go to what we just installed, right? So here's Sonobus inside the software, and I can connect just like I did previously, right? Here's camps. There's everybody. Now I can send whatever I'm sending here out to your Sonobus, or you can have anybody that's from Sonobus record into my software. Easy as pie. Pie's delicious. Okay, I'm gonna quit Logic now because it's ruining my voice. No, I don't want to.
All right, we good? Am I back to normal? We're back. We're back. Okay. Yeah. It only happens if you're connected to Zoom and you're trying to do this other stuff at the same time. So yeah, don't worry. It won't happen to you just like that. But that's basically the easy way to get everybody who doesn't have a DAW, doesn't have a software, only has their phone, which you can connect on your phone, and your phone input will appear on that list as well. So you can record straight to somebody else's computer from your phone, even if you don't have a computer. That means anybody can join. Anyone can join this. So that is my presentation on how I think you can get the most out of this week's songwriting camp with stuff you already have. Are there any questions? Gracious. Thank you. Yeah, you guys excited? You gonna try to use some of this stuff? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, I'm excited. This is some bleeding edge, breaking news stuff. So the fact that you guys are getting exposed to it means you're going to be ready for the next generation of audio collaboration, music collaboration stuff in the future. So yeah, really proud of you guys for even giving it a shot. Even if you don't use it, even if you stick with Zoom audio the whole way, not a problem. Stuff works, whatever works. It's just another option. If you're feeling a little ambitious and you want something better than Zoom, that's definitely the next step, I think. There's some stuff that's even like next gen, but we're talking about some serious internal routing using loopback and some other stuff. But I think it could be even better quality, but first things first. So yeah, Braulio, you want to talk about trying to use the Sonobus as an input so you can record people from wherever else and straight into your DAW?
Somebody can hear me?
Yeah, you yourself.
Yeah, okay. What was the the ID group for Sonobus?
You can make your own. So make your own group name, and then you guys can make your own groups. It can be whatever you want. You can generate your own group name, and then people can meet in that group. It's like a room. You can make your own room.
No, for the collaboration, it was Ears.
Oh, that one? It was Ears SW Camps. I did it plural for some reason.
Ears W what?
SW groups. I just put it in the chat there.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah. I don't if you guys are still chilling in there, that's cool. But yeah, Braulio, what you can do, loop. So you have loopback on your side too, Nishta?
Yeah, I've been using it. I take like music production classes, so I've been using it to like work with like over like Logic and stuff. But every time I try to like record vocals, it I feel like it like has like a delay because then I have to like because we work through Zoom, so we have Zoom loopback and Logic open, so I can't like I never even try to record vocals like while Zoom is open, but even like without it, I have to turn off loopback for vocals and stuff.
Is it loopback or is it the Zoom audio device?
I think it's loopback. Or
I'm
I don't know. It might not.
I'm willing to bet we tested this out actually, and I think the Zoom audio device adds about 500 milliseconds of latency to be able to
Oh, okay.
handle little stuff that happens or to handle the conversion, because it resamples basically whatever's playing, it resamples it into 48 kilohertz. So it gives itself a little bit of a buffer to be able to handle that without killing your computer. I know that one for sure. I think loopback also, if you don't have it set up right, which did you know that you can set every single one of the loopback virtual devices to a different sample rate?
No, I didn't know that. I just have
Might
it
be a
like
thing,
set
too.
so that I can share like YouTube and stuff like that over
Yeah.
Zoom, so there's no delay. But when I record vocals, it like either distorts it or there's like a delay. Yeah.
Kind of like how I had it right now, where it's like it
Yeah.
gives you monster voice. Yeah. So check this out. In each of your loopback things, you can actually choose up to 192 kilohertz, your sample rate. Zoom, if you didn't know this, always defaults to 48. Always. Check this out. I can show you right here. Zoom audio device. It is locked at 48, and you cannot change it, which is really frustrating if you want to try to work in any other sample rate and work with people over Zoom. That's why they also have that little extra time that they add, because they're resampling everything for 48 kilohertz. So that's why I've gone through, and anytime it says 44.1, you're always going to have a sample rate mismatch. And Logic or any other digital audio workstation is going to try to listen to what the master sample rate should be, and it's going to listen to all other audio devices that are active right now and say, hey, well, the last input thing that I have is 44.1. So I'm going to set my internal clock to 44.1. But Zoom is also saying 48. So it's basically switching back and forth between 44.1 and 48, because Zoom audio device is also acting as input and active input at the same time. So that's why Logic sounds terrible, because it has to mix between those two sample rates back and forth, and it can't decide, and it can't figure out which one. So you either can turn everything you possibly have to 48 and just try to hope that everything does fit, or I highly suggest maybe killing Zoom audio device and don't share through Zoom audio, but instead maybe try the Sonobus. And then that way Sonobus will listen to Logic instead of trying to force Logic to be in somewhere else.
So for Sonobus, if I like have like a vocal track set up or like an audio track for anything, and I want like, I don't know, someone to play like guitar or something, it'll record straight into like my laptop as like.
Yeah. Let's try that out actually. Except, okay, it's going to sound super weird, but we can at least show it, but it'll sound super weird because we got the Zoom thing going. So let me make a new share and actually reopen a thing Logic. And then I think Braulio, this will answer your question too about how to record from someone else's computer, yeah? Or from someone else's source. Okay, let's use that same one. If we can have somebody jump on and just make some noise or something in there. Well, once we get it open and once I start recording, not yet. Don't just, make noise for noise sake. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so regardless of what my input is, right? It's automatically going to be receiving. You guys can see my screen, right? All good? Okay. So right now it's listening to input one of the input device that I have, which right now is my my microphone, right? System setting, of course. Then we follow the train all the way back to the station, and my input device is the blue icicle, which is the little preamp that I have right here. Whoops, preamp that I have right here for my microphone. So now that we know where the source is, it almost doesn't matter what the source. Sorry, it doesn't matter what the source is, because the whole point is that we can override the source by using Sonobus almost like a generator, right? So let's see here. I'm going to actually switch this channel to stereo. Go here and do Sonobus to stereo, and I'm going to log into our session that we just made. And the last session I think was here's SW camps, right? You guys still on there? I'll call myself Ethan Logic Pro, all caps. I'm going to be yelling and screaming at you. Dope. Okay, so I see Brandon's on here. Excellent. So Brandon is going to be here. If I want to record just Brandon, say we're all collaborating, we're all coming up with different ideas. Yeah, man, hey, I really like that riff you just made. Can you lay that down for me? I'm a solo Brandon. So that means the only thing coming out of here is Brandon, right? I'm going to mute myself and make sure the only Brandon's coming through. I'm going to hit record. And I'm going to hit, also if I hit this, there we go.
Is it going through?
Yeah. Hit me. Do a little bit louder.
Is that loud enough?
I think so. Oh, you know what?
Is it
Sorry. I think I'm
You're-
bypassing. Sorry, I'm bypassing Sonobus, I think. Let me see here.
Oh, we got hella people in here.
Yeah. Let's see. Say something again.
Something again.
Okay. I have to not do this. One more time. Uh-oh. Oh, it died. Hold on a second. Sorry. Yeah, there's a, what's it called? There's a way. There's a like an input punch in thing where basically it'll take whatever is processing on the track, and Sonobus is like a audio effect processor, if you think of it that way. I'm gonna skip this.
I gotta jump out to class right now. But
Okay.
for anybody that's interested, I'll be doing an information session tomorrow with Ethan, joined by one of our consultants, one of your mentors, Seven. We'll be talking about enhancing your professional music career. Super cool, partnered with the songs that you guys will be creating from these the songwriting camp. So feel free to come in tomorrow. We have some questions ready, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. See you later.
Sweet. Thanks,
Hi,
Jack.
Jack. I love you.
I love you too.
Brandon, say something again. One more time. I definitely see you in there. Okay. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm just going crazy. Just kidding. All right. Let's see, Brandon. Here we go. One more time.
I don't see it, Ethan.
Or the one time it keeps dying on me.
Oh, it crashed again.
Crashed again. Yeah, that's what happens when you're with bleeding edge technology.
This is so sad.
It keeps breaking on us. Yeah. But this is the way. It just may not be working right now. Let's see here, untitled. Let's do that. I'm gonna open up the autosave version of Logic, skip, and open up again. Okay, you know what? Maybe, oh, it's because, again, Zoom just ruins everything. I think I have to be in 48, so that way it even relevantly has here. Okay, there you guys are. I see you. Give me some goodness. Brandon. Calling Brandon.
Check. Oh, I hear it.
Let's see if this works this way.
Okay. Something, recording, test, check. Is it going through?
Oh, I think I have to click on it.
It looks like it's just
Oh
recorded
shit.
clicking.
Hold on. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm foolish. I can monitor out that one individual one. Oh, that's right. Sorry. We're multi-channel. So check this out. I hate you. That'll work though. Let's see here. Let's do aux out 1. So bus 3. So then I can have this one be input of bus 3, I think. Let's try it. Question mark. Brandon, say something. I definitely see you saying stuff, and I think it's going out to another thing. Hold on a second. How did I do this beforehand? And you go out to. Oh, that's so weird.
yeah. Everyone else can hear me. Okay, it's working now.
Maybe?
Maybe. Here, I'll go back to ASMR mode. Hey guys, welcome back to my ASMR channel. It's recording Ethan.
I see. Hold on a second. Where is this coming from?
Mouth sounds.
Oh my god. Oh, you know what's happening? Maybe I have to get rid of let me get off the Zoom audio device. Oh, sorry. System setting. When I do share screen, it does Zoom audio device. So it's completely disconnecting stuff that's happening there. Okay, let's try this one more time. Give me some sugar. One more time. Oh my God. How did I do that? Remember, I did this in our last camp. Maybe I have to do, hold on a second. Oh, you know why? Because I'm silly. There's the generator. There we go. Sonobus is now generating, and then I can output to a bus. And then I can do input bus. All right, a little bit of routing. My bad. Okay, so let me get rid of that one. Now this one, I'll plug in. Okay, there we go. Now let's try it. There it is. I see you. There you go. There you are. Yeah, I'm just not sharing. Zoom audio device ruins everything. Here, let me do this.
Oh, so if you share audio, then it just fucks it? Is that what
Basically. Well, no, it's not. Yeah, not exactly. I think I did a forcible.
Check 1 2. Hey,
Here we go,
here
baby.
we go. Ears Songwriting Camp, transnational audio visual. Let's go.
Okay, let me explain that. Okay, so I figured out what happened. I think we did this in the other songwriting camp too, in a harder way. This might be easier. So it's a software instrument, right, where it's generating sound. Every time I record, it's trying to record from my mic, not from the generator. So anyway, so this is basically the Sonobus source, right? This is the generation. This is where y'all are coming from over here up into his house. And then I'm sending that output to bus 3. Just for shits and giggles, I chose bus 3. And then I'm sending the input of this one, bus 3. And then that's coming out to us. So that's why I got that. That makes sense? Like a waterfall, right? Flowing from one down to the other. So forget everything else I did and just focus on that. Sound Gucci?
Yeah, sounds good.
Just ignore all the difficult parts in the middle. There we go. Well, don't get scared of logic, I promise. Yo, if you do completely ASMR, that would be pretty sick, actually. So, all right, do you guys want to try this in your own software? While we're here, we do have about 30 minutes to do questions and try stuff out and try it. Saeed. I'll just have to ignore Saeed said that as well. Hannah's on public Wi-Fi. No. Hannah, no, public Wi-Fi. But can you plug into their router though?
I can try it on. Actually, wait. I don't know if I downloaded the VST. Does it automatically download as a VST?
It does if you install it. Yeah, when you install it in the Windows installer, it'll give you the options, the checkmark options. Braulio, you want to try it?
I can try it. I don't know if I need to
Yeah.
double check if I.
Yeah, sure. That would be really helpful if I could just do it like.
For sure.
With you.
For sure. Yeah, go ahead, try it.
Okay, so I have Ableton open,
Mhm.
and then I just need to. Do I need to set up something from the Sonobus app, or do I?
Check 1 2. Let's see here. What do you mean? Do you need to send something from the Sonobus app?
Yeah, do I need to set something up like? Because I saw you have like a mixer where you.
Oh, this right here? Yeah, no. This is just my routing. It's just an easier way to see the routing. You don't need the mixer. It's just right here. Track 1 is input Sonobus, output bus. This one input bus. That's basically the whole thing there.
Okay, so let me check my input devices on my Ableton app.
Yeah, so you don't need to actually change any of your input devices. Think of this like a synthesizer.
Okay, like a BST or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so
this is a synth, and because it's anything that generates audio is technically a synthesizer because it's synthesizing a sound that wasn't there before.
okay, that's cool to know.
Hey,
Uh,
Santi's on. I see you, Santi. What's up? What's cooking and popping, my sir? That's right. Who is that?
would it be maybe more helpful
What's
if
up,
I
what's up,
shared
what's
my
up?
screen from my computer?
I hear somebody. Who was that? Sorry, go ahead, brother. You want to
I
share
think
screen?
that was me. I think this was me.
Yeah.
Was you so? Yeah, brother,
think-
go ahead and share your screen.
Okay.
Let's watch you do it. The other cool thing is that you can actually, what's it called? You can have multiple different instances of Sonobus. Like for example, even though I have a source as the receiving Sonobus, so I can put it into my DAW, I can also open up another one right in front of me that only interacts with my microphone. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. This is, I'll mute myself here. Is everyone on Sonobus, by the way? Can I mute myself here on Zoom? Bravo, is that also you? Yeah. Dope. Oh, you're on your phone. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. There you go. Chloe Yeet. Chloe Yeet. I love it. That's funny. Oh, also, guys, in case you didn't know this, on Thursday, we're also having an ears game night that you guys should definitely come through after our tech session. All right, bro.
Yes.
I see you.
Yes, please come through to that. It's gonna be super fun.
Nice. Okay, cool. So this is Sonobus as a program, but go ahead and close Sonobus as a program and then use the same input as a instance in Ableton. Yeah. So you're going to go to your MIDI channel and then under the generators, or actually, wait, sorry, just go to a audio channel, I think. Can you do it as a generator? Yeah, that actually might work this way. So then go to instruments under audio. So, yep. And then you should be able to see, or sorry, your plugins. Yeah, it's not an Ableton one. So there's Sonosaurus and Sonobus. There you go. So now open up Sonobus. Use the little chain or the wrench. There we go. Now connect to the same group. Nista, you're next. Side. Side, bro. You were born there. You were born as a cool kid. What can I say? What can I say?
Not even close.
So ears, SW camps. There you go. Yep. I don't know if it's case sensitive. I'm not sure if it is, but yeah, it should be fine. There you go. There we is. All righty. So there we go. Do you hear it in your output, Debralio? Yeah, nice. Okay.
That's cool.
There we
Thank you.
go. So now let's check this out. If somebody goes in there like, yo. Sorry. Yo. Ooh, ah! Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. There we go. Maybe sidechain input. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't know if you can do that. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Let me do a nice compressed sound here, straight into the compressor. Turn the noise gate up. And then add a parametric EQ. And then you can whisper. I'll mute myself on Zoom. This is terrifying, isn't it? Like, in all honesty, I wish I could have that sort of like signal going into Zoom. That'd be dope. Bro, you might have to do the same thing that we did in the other one, which is make a Sonobus on an instrument and then output that to a bus. Because I think yours is doing the same thing. Oh, wait. Do change it to auto master, I think. or instead of external microphone in, change it to, maybe you can do it from your own screen. No, on the right there. Change it from external in to maybe internal. Right here. On your Ableton. Leave Sonobus alone. Leave Sonobus alone. Yeah. Just close the window, and then under there, exterior. You see where my, yeah. Go ahead and yeah, click one of those. Resampling, maybe? I think resampling. Yeah. Try that. All right. Try recording now. There? Okay, ready? Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Hey. It seems that I'm really quiet, so I'm gonna go ahead and just boost myself. It looks like you're limiting me. Don't limit me. Open up your Sonobus. And have you met? Okay, now that's working. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Check. Cool. There you go. You have yourself a nice signal there. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you.
This is the future. Welcome to the future. And it'll only get better. Okay, so I'm sure you guys are hearing sometimes if somebody's going psh, psh, psh. A, it means they're on Wi-Fi, and B, it means sometimes there's a network storm. Are you guys familiar with what a network storm is? It means sometimes your internet service provider, for example, if you have Spectrum, Charter, Time Warner, Cox, whatever, sometimes your internet provider may just suddenly dip out in signal all of a sudden, just because multiple people are trying to access the internet at the same time, and it just can't handle enough at the same time. So it kind of bounces between one house to the other. And it causes what's called a network storm, which means packets are just lost, they're just dropped, and stuff just doesn't get through. And we don't hear that on Zoom very much, because Zoom is it has enough delay that if something drops, it'll be able to put in the next, what's it called? By the time it drops and comes back up, the next frame is being asked for. So it doesn't matter if there's a network storm or not, really. But for something like Sonobus, that's so instant and it's a constant stream of just pure data between my computer and yours, you'll definitely start to notice those types of things. If it starts to happen too long, and every time it does it, it'll try to correct itself by adding more of a buffer, but then you're basically getting back to Zoom again. So the best thing that you can do is on your Sonobus, there's a little button here on the bottom where you basically reset. Like right now, Nisha has a lot of latency, and I don't want that much latency. I want to be able to hear more quickly. So I click this, and it'll automatically restart it back to the beginning, where it'll be the fastest, shortest latency possible. And then if there's another network storm, it'll kind of increase the size again. But that way you'll ensure that it's always a good signal. And then, but sometimes at the expense of it being a little bit later, if you're connected to Wi-Fi or if your internet service provider is having a network storm. So yeah, it's like here, Saul it has a 200 millisecond delay, and Emilio. So I'm going to set both of them back, reset them, and all should be good again. Yeah, there we go. So then it's averaging, trying to find the best connection and the best latency to make sure that there's enough of a solid signal going through. That's cool. All right, Nisha, you want to try doing yours, and we'll troubleshoot with you?
Yeah, sure. Do I share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So did you do a software instrument track or?
Yeah, it's going to be two tracks, software instrument and an audio track. And then it'll be under MIDI controlled effects, Sonosaurus, Sonobus. Nice. And then you got to make sure to hit it. Cool. Yeah. There we are. Ears SW camps. Why did I make it plural? Why do I do the things that I do? These are the questions we ask each other. Very nice. There we are.
And it's audio, right?
Correct. And then your input, though, will be whatever the output that you set for the previous channel. So if the first one is, what did you set the output to? You have it send us bus 2. Excellent. So audio 1 will be input bus 2. Perf. There we go. So now if we go through and we go check, check, yo, check, 1, 2, hey, yo, hizzle for shizzle. I am the cool kid on the blockizzle.
I'm gonna try recording it.
Don't record
Oh,
me because I'm close to the edge. Wait, no, I was.
Hold on,
I was
I think
joking. You can record it, it's fine.
I have to solo you, right?
You could, but I don't think
Oh.
anybody else is talking.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I said check, check. Pay me with checks, but sometimes direct deposit works just as well. I do not prefer cash because it leaves my hands rough, but I do appreciate the direct deposit on the cut. Cash App's dope too, I guess. Are you hearing that?
I can hear you. It's just like low, but I think.
Yeah. That's cool. If you
Yeah.
need to adjust it, I think the out level here on the bottom that you see, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
That
just like
can
turn it
help.
up like that.
Yeah.
Usually I just like turn up the gain
I do
after
that
I
too.
record
That's
it.
fine.
So yeah.
No, you're good. You know what's up. You know what's up. Cool. So you got it down there too.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next? Saul, you got it? Chloe, you got it?
I think that I got it.
You got it? Cool.
I think.
And Brandon's got it?
Okay. Actually, I'm talking through Sonobus.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
Both.
one is.
I hear you in
it's hearing-
Sonobus
it's hearing-
and in Zoom.
You hear me? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So that's cool.
Yeah, super cool.
That's pretty cool. Sonobus. Actually, I study audio engineering and musical production. I never heard about this software ever.
Really? Super cool. Yeah, it's there was a whole big in the pandemic it kind of exploded stuff, but it's based off of the software from Stanford called Jacktrip, which is it's a Sonobubbles. It's based off of a open source program. The open source program is called Jacktrip, and it's based on just point-to-point internet IP communication about sending the UDP packets over the internet and then having it basically just be unzipped through the terminal on the other computer. It's really cool and it's really, really fast. And it uses one of the big innovations of that is called a ring buffer. Because right now, like even Sonobus has a hard time because it's having one channel sending and one channel is receiving. And it's kind of like it has to wait for this one to send before this one can then receive, right? So it has like this is send, receive, send, receive, send, receive, send, receive at the same time. And if you happen to have like another packet or another, I don't know, a video in the background downloading, or if you have, if you're uploading your files to Google Drive or something, then not only is it send, receive, send, upload to Google Drive, download video, send, receive, upload to Google Drive, download your video, send, receive. And so stuff can really have an issue like that. But their biggest innovation was something called a ring buffer, where basically it has everything completely separate on one side, and it's all about sending, receiving simultaneously. So basically it's like a roundabout where stuff is sending and receiving at the same time, rounding about, missing each other, and going back to the other direction. Like that. Stanford's crazy, yo. But good news is they're good friends of ours. So hey, we stay on the good side. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. Anybody else want to try it, or how are you guys feeling? Yeah. You guys know about the alternative, or at least the backup option to this could be all of you with headphones on do the Zoom original sound. Is that how you guys have been doing collaborative stuff so far in the pandemic? No?
Actually, in my case, I did a collab with my classmates.
Yeah.
It was through CC Collab. I think that was the
CC collab?
I think. I don't know. Blackboard, Classroom, or something like that.
Oh, like an
I don't
offline
remember.
asynchronous kind of thing.
Yeah. And it was just through text messages and like group chats. And
Oh, that's
send-
boring.
se- I'm
I like to
sending
be in the
you
same
this
room.
mix and send it back to the master.
Yeah.
And sending again for the composition and send it back for the writing stuff. And I was like,
I mean,
point A to point B and
yeah.
go. back and
Hey,
forth, you know?
if it works, it works, right? So it's not bad.
It got the job done, you know.
Exactly. Whatever gets the job done, but or at least we think there are ways that might be able to get it done more effectively, and that's exactly why we do these songwriting camps, to try out a new thing every single time. So yeah, I'm excited.
I don't
for you
know
to-
it's somebody watch Said Rodriguez, but it's having a great time with the maracas.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, you enjoying the maracas? I feel you.
So, you know, yo te vi,
That's
yo te
awesome.
vi, yo te vi
What
en el-
about let's see, I think I know most everybody else. I don't know Braulio, Jesus, or Nista. I think you guys are new, and I would love to hear about how you guys have collaborated in the past, or how do you collaborate with people normally?
Well, so far I've just been like using Zoom and stuff. I haven't really collaborated with anyone. I'm like kind of new to this whole thing. Like I've been taking like production classes since I was like 13, but like I haven't made any of my own stuff until like recently. So I'm just like kind of learning how everything works. But
Production classes since 13, so you've been just being an expert producer for other people then, or what's up?
well, no, I've been like learning like how to use like Logic and like how to like writing lyrics and like kind of basically learning how to do all that. And then like recently I've made like I'm like working on like a few of my own songs, but I kind of suck at mixing and mastering, so the sound quality is like not that good. So I want to like, and also my mic is like I've mainly just been recording on like these, which sound decent, but they're not like, you know, studio quality. So
Sure. Yeah,
I
you
want
just
to
need
get like,
those with a closet.
yeah, I want to get like a good mic or something, or like go in like to a studio or something and re-record like some of my songs and get them like properly mixed and mastered. But
We're gonna
yeah.
try to use the phone.
No, but I downloaded
Option?
the app, so I'll try
Nice.
that later.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say the other thing you can do too. Sonobus does do recording in the app as well, so you may not even need Alphonic because you could just do Sonobus if you got the
okay.
app, and you can just record straight into it with effects built into it. You can actually do it with your vocal chain as you hear it
That's
already.
cool.
And then if you have your headphones plugged into Sonobus, you can actually hear it and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah, fun time. Yeah, I would actually, on that note, and I'm glad you brought that up. Do not worry about engineering, right? Saturday, we're bringing in 3 audio well, me and 2 other audio engineers in to be able to give you pointers on how to just fit stuff together, right? The most important thing is just make something that make your good idea, right?
Mhm.
Engineering stuff can be had on Sunday when we do our big mastering session with all the different groups. Not a problem. We'll reach out to you and say, hey, can you send us the stems? Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you send us with this a little bit here and there? And then even at the end of it, if we can't get a hold of you, we can even do some remixing ourselves with just the master file. It's pretty crazy, but we can do some. Obviously, it's better to do, you know, to get a mix that has something that we're trying to do in the master, and not try to force it in the master when it can be easily fixed in the mix. Obviously, that's the best solution, but you know, if not, there's other solutions out there. But yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about this one, but just stay involved with ears, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of different ways to get involved with engineering and working on other people's stuff. And that's, I think, how that's how people get really good at engineering, is when you engineer other people's stuff.
Yeah, I
Get-
just found
get
out
involved.
about yours like a few weeks ago, so I just like
I
joined
know.
the Discord. So yeah.
Welcome. That's awesome. Cool. Well, what about you, Braulio?
Well, I actually haven't. I'm sorry, I'm hearing myself double.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
do you
actually
wanna,
haven't collaborated with other people.
go ahead and
during the
actually do it on
pandemic.
Zoom too, so that way we can make sure to keep it on the recording.
But I've been composing and
Later.
playing since I don't know, since I was 16. I'm 23 now. I just started producing other people this year. Actually, last week I recorded some of my friends' bands,
Nice.
and it was cool. But I also suck at mixing and recording and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just here trying to learn some stuff and trying to be creative with other people. I think this
Yeah.
pandemic is hard on us musicians because we need to get with other people. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Hey, well, this is definitely one way to learn how to do that collaborative stuff. I'm excited that you were excited about the Sonobus. I think that'll definitely help, and at least be a way to get a semblance of being together again. I think that'll help a lot. A lot of people, be careful what name you choose, because sometimes people all over the world may just jump into your group, So just make sure to have a password or something on there, or just choose like a really weird name or like one of your names or something.
Okay.
That way you won't get random people from like Australia jumping in. Yeah, no, I feel it, man. I feel it's been a hard time, pandemic wise. That's why I was so thankful that the guys from Stanford, or the group from the CCRMA in Stanford, kind of has been working with us. Or we were working with them at the very beginning of the pandemic, and working with a bunch of different solutions on how to do point-to-point audio. And I think we finally got the software there. But unfortunately, now we're waiting on the infrastructure of the rest of the world to catch up. And no amount of software can fix the fact that your internet service provider took a dump on the way to your house and didn't put a line the way they were supposed to. So but soon, I estimate within the next 5 to 10 years, the infrastructure will be solid enough to be able to do this point-to-point audio reliably. And I think that's we're about 5 to 10 years ahead of the curve, because I think that's when people are going to start saying, you know what, I can do sessions from afar. I can set up my home studio and have a good thing. And there will be no noticeable delay coming from my point to your point, because our countries will be linked with a fiber optic cable instead of a big wire down the whole way. I see that as the future. So you're good and on being right on ahead of the curve here. And also same thing for you. Don't worry about engineering.
Okay.
Engineering is definitely the hardest thing, I think, to learn, because you have to kind of you have to really get intimate in understanding sound and sound signals, and like the physical as well as psychoacoustic nature of sound. Psychoacoustic being how your brain perceives it versus what it actually is. And boy, that's a whole other world that is just so beautiful and wonderful. And it definitely takes a sacrifice of one to be able to learn it, so that way they can help the many who need it. And I think I was the one in my friend group who took that plunge, and now I'm just all into engineering stuff and having a good time with it. But that's why you guys got me, so you don't have to worry about engineering yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sal, you got something?
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
into
I
it,
got a
Sal.
question, but
What's up?
I asked for. I don't know if you said something in the beginning because I was late. Sorry about that. I got
It's okay.
technical problem with my PC.
It's okay. You're fired. Bye.
This group, it's about collaboration, like I don't know, like production, musical production, just that, or
Oh,
you, you're,
ears?
you're saying the we have nothing to do with the audio engineering, just centering or focus on the production, writing
Yeah.
and composing music. That's right.
This weekend, because it's so fast, we usually try to take the onus of engineering off the table, right? You guys are going to be so focused on creating your audio visual works, which,
Okay.
by the way, it's both audio and a visual to go
And
with it.
visual,
Yeah.
sorry.
So hopefully someone in your group is a videographer or has some sort of experience with visuals, because yeah, I'm really excited to see what everyone's gonna come up with, especially because that's not a requirement on this one. But yeah, there's already gonna be so much you're gonna have to do. Don't worry about trying to make it sound perfect. On Saturday, Friday should all be about trying to get the idea down and make a rough production, right? Saturday, you'll be meeting with me, 2 other audio engineers, as well as 3 other video and acting professionals, to be able to help you guys kind of create the visual aspect of that thing. And our jobs as the audio engineers is to help you within 30 minutes, help you make enough changes to make it the most sensible, or to make it the most to clear it up as much as possible, so that way it's ready for mastering on Sunday, right? And then on Sunday we'll do the final master to make sure that everything's absolutely freaking perfect on there. And then if there's any issues, we'll reach out to you on the spot. You're going to have, I think, like an hour, or I think 30 minutes with us at that point. And if you're available, be there, because it's going to be like, okay, let's run it through the chain. It sounds good. Yes. Hey, it sounds like we need to fix this one part, but we can't fix it on our side. Can you send us a new mix when you change this, or this is changed, or when it's mastered and everything's loud? You're going to be like, oh my gosh, that note is way off base, or oh my gosh, I didn't hear that. I couldn't hear that in my mix. But now that I hear it in the master, because it brought everything out, I hear there's a big error in this, and then you may have to go back to the mix and fix it before you come back to us. So yeah, we're gonna sign up. I think it'll just be in order. Like group 1 will be first, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. It'll just be that order. But yeah, just be ready on Sunday to be available. Yes, musicians will be with visual people on the same team. We're estimating there's gonna be 100 people coming. So we might be doing what's it called? Like 10 or 12 groups of about 7, right? And so in that group of 7 will be about at least 3 music people, and then at least 2 video people, right? Or people have disclosed that they're a visual person. It looks like the majority of people, however, are signing up as music people. So we actually don't know if the music people also have visuals experience with them or not. So yeah, we're just gonna have to adjust and hopefully kind of have people elect to say, hey, I also do video. And then that's how we'll make the groups on Thursday. So we'll definitely have some, at least some attempted groups on Thursday, and on Thursday we'll talk. And then if people are like, hey, none of us do video, then we're like, all right. And then another group is like, hey, all 5 of us do video. We'll try to make sure we can spread it all out together. Does that make sense? Yeah. And but here's the thing, on Wednesday we have a video specialist named James Ramirez coming to be able to explain exactly that, how you can make a visual with whatever you got available to you. You got your iPhone, you got what's it called, you have your screen share. You can capture all that content and then you can chop it up with something very basic like iMovie and make something very compelling, especially if it's you guys performing your own track or something. So it might be a good intro to video for a lot of people, and then those that have a lot of video experience, it'll just be a really good exercise for them to make something within 24 to 48 hours. Okay. It's 7 o'clock, that's all the time we had for right now. I got to go eat some dinner, but feel free to jump onto the Ears Discord. We will be there. We're going to be there awake pretty much 24/7 for the next week, or at least I will be for sure. So ask questions on there, get associated with the Ears people and the Ears US, also join the Ears Mexico, and just get ready, talk to each other, because you guys might be in a group and it'd be really cool to know each other, know what your capabilities are before you jump into a group together. And if you have any questions, if you guys are trying Sonobus on your own time, say, hey, I can't get this to work, let me know. I can jump on your Sonobus session real quick with you. This whole week is dedicated to helping you guys get up and running. Tomorrow we have Jack's information session on media business. So what do we do once we have these badass pieces of audio visual works? We have music videos. What do we do with them? That's exactly what he's covering tomorrow. So come back tomorrow at 5:30 PST with 7:30 MX time, and then again Wednesday 5:30 PST, 7:30 MX time, in order to get James Ramirez's ideas for how to make a video if I've never made video before, or if I have nothing around me and I just need to figure out how to make some good looking video or visuals before the songwriting camp. All right, you guys, great job. Good job trying. Thank you, Nista and Braulo, for trying out the Sonobus stuff. Appreciate it. I'll see everybody on the Discord and tomorrow for Jack's session. All right, guys, be good. Peace.